I'm Kate Heal, Professor in Catchment Biogeochemistry in the School of Geosciences at the University of Edinburgh. And I'm going to introduce you to an interdisciplinary research topic that I've been working on for about the past 10 years. The topic has a sort of long fancy title, Resolving the Phosphorus Paradox, using waste materials to recycle phosphorus from wastewater. And I'm going to explain what this actually means. But first of all, I want to say that it's very much an interdisciplinary research project. It involves collaboration with engineers, with soil scientists, with water scientists like myself. It's been funded by industrial sponsors and UK research councils because it has implications for treating water and also for managing wastes from the mining industry. So just first of all, I thought I'd give the background to the project and explain its rationale. So the project all revolves around phosphorus and phosphorus cycling. And the reason we're interested in phosphorus is because it's essential for life. It's contained within all our cells, and it's essential for food production, as phosphorus is one of the main components of agricultural fertilizers. Phosphorus for agricultural fertilizers mainly comes from mineral resources which have formed over millions of years and are only found in a few parts of the world. And the cycle of this phosphorus is shown in the figure here. So we start off on the left-hand side with phosphate rock from mining. And if we follow the grey arrow across from left to right, we see how this phosphate rock is turned into fertiliser. It's applied to agricultural land. It produces food. We eat the food and then we excrete some of the phosphorus into sewage. Often the sewage is treated, but even so, not all of the phosphorus is removed, and this enters into the environment, both into the water environment and potentially into landfill sites through disposal of sewage sludge. So we have this very linear pathway through which a geological resource, which was formed over millions of years, be turned very rapidly into a phosphate waste in the environment. Where there are excess phosphorus concentrations in water arising from sewage use or agricultural use, this can result in eutrophication, and a picture of the effects of this in the form of algal blooms is shown here. And this perturbs ecosystems and impacts on the quality of water resources, and it's a very widespread problem. For example, in England and Wales, it's estimated that about 1/3 of rivers and lakes are probably at risk of failing the EU Water Framework Directive due to elevated phosphate concentrations. One thing that the phosphorus cycle shows us is that we are very dependent on this mineral source of phosphate for our food security and future food production. But it's been estimated that this mineral phosphorus resource is limited. Some estimates say that we'll reach peak phosphorus in about 60 to 100 years' time, after which availability of phosphorus will decline with possible impacts on food security. So at the moment we have a potential phosphorus paradox in which we have a limited supply of mineral phosphate, but at the same time we're flushing phosphorus down the drain through sewage inputs to the water environment. So what our research is aiming to do is to resolve this phosphorus paradox by capturing the phosphorus from wastewater in sewage treatment plants, and we're developing waste materials to do this. So using waste from other sources to capture this phosphorus, and following the green arrow at the top of the phosphorus cycle diagram, we aim to recycle this captured phosphorus to use as a fertiliser. And so we'll create a more sustainable phosphorus loop which will minimise impacts on the environment and helping ensure phosphorus fertiliser supplies in the future.